Hello and welcome to the Rosevear YouTube channel and happy Valentine's Day. Today I wanted to talk about teas that you could gift for Valentine's to your partner or your galentine or your palantine. I've been hearing people use that phrase as well, like that's really sweet. My galentine needs to not watch this video because it'll spoil the surprise. But I definitely think it's important to use holidays like this as an excuse to show the people in your life that you love them and to celebrate your bonds with people. I think tea, I would say it's kind of a love language. It's something special that you can share with someone. And making somebody tea, like I feel like it's very, it's an affection, it's a show of affection. The teas that we'll talk about today obviously are going to be pretty sweet and floral. We've got some rosy ones, some chocolatey ones. But I just thought it would be fun to sort of recommend some things that you might like to buy for your Valentine's celebrations, whatever they may be. So I figured I would just start with the two teas that I am drinking right now. I combined the rosebuds and the lavender. I'll put some video on the screen just now of me making it. These two obviously pair very well together. Rose and lavender is fairly standard, lovely floral pairing. We do like to have some of our herbal ingredients separately because I think people like to have the option of having them separately or together. It makes a lot of sense. So I have a lot of customers that come in and they will happily just let me blend several of the ingredients together. Not only rosebuds, lavender, and we have chamomile, rooibos, like mint, hibiscus, those sorts of things. A lot of them are individual and they work really well mixed. Sometimes I like to put a little bit of nana mint in with rosebuds as well. Mint and rose being a very nice sort of refreshing but sweet pairing. I am enjoying some rose and lavender today. It's absolutely stunning and really soothing. I'm coming down from a bit of a cold, as everyone seems to be at this time of year, and so that's really nice for the throat as well, the lavender especially. But for Valentine's Day, obviously, it's very common to gift your partner or your whoever your Valentine might be. You might be gifting them some roses, but this way you can gift them, some longer lasting rose tea instead of just the flowers, or as well as maybe you could just have a rose themed basket maybe. And so those will last longer than the flowers in the vase, but they will also, they'll be delicious. They can be enjoyed for a long time. Okay, so the next one that I would say is this one here. She is Violet Petal. There we go. So this one is a black tea with violet flowers. It's a Chinese black tea, so it's on the crisp side, and the violet obviously is really sweet, flowery, like the Parma violets kind of thing. Absolutely gorgeous, really nice, and works well with a little bit of milk or honey. Obviously, the violet flower has some ancient symbolism. So the Greek poet Sappho used to write a lot about women who wore violet flowers, and just the violet flower in general. So it became kind of a symbol for lesbianism and for sapphic representation. It's featured a lot in queer botany, so we love that for Valentine's Day. Very important to to know the history of the things that you're drinking. I think that's really special. So if you like to give gifts that have a bit of a story behind them, then the violet petal could also be a really good choice. And that one's really popular. The next one I would say would be chocolate cherry. Can you see? There we go. This is also a black tea, but it has chocolate in it, obviously, hence the name, and kirsch. So it's very like sweet cherry flavored. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love this one. I do drink a lot of this one. I started working here 2 or 3 years ago now, maybe 3 years, and I had a pause in between when I was away and living somewhere else, and I missed this place very much. And one of the teas that I um, was still coming back and refilling when I wasn't working here was chocolate cherry because I was very attached to it. It's very sweet and gorgeous. Yeah, it's one of those ones. It works perfectly with a little bit of milk, and that's kind of how I usually take black tea. And so that one I would really recommend personally. So obviously we gift a lot of chocolates around this time of year, and a nice one to pair it with would be the chocolate cherry. Okay, so the next one that I would recommend would be the white sakura. Okay, so this one is, yeah, it's obviously a white tea, but it has cherry blossom and rose, and it has paklam blossom. So white tea is harvested early with young leaves and withered, um, processed in a different way to anything else. It's like the least processed of any kind of tea, which makes it extremely delicate and very special. So, if for any reason maybe you want to prepare a romantic tea ceremony for your partner this Valentine's Day, I think that would be gorgeous. I know I would love that. And that one, white teas tend to be really good for that. They are sensitive, they're delicate teas. And if you're going to drink it from a gaiwan or a glass teapot, something like this, um, white tea tends to be great for that. But sakura, obviously, cherry blossom would be a lovely addition to your gift basket. Okay, so lastly, I wanted to discuss orange blossom. This is an oolong, which is pretty close to black tea. So it has like a lot of depth, and it has orange blossom, obviously, orange oil, I believe, and sunflower petals. So maybe your partner is not super traditional. Maybe they don't want roses. Maybe we're going outside of the box. So this one has orange blossom and sunflower petals instead, which makes it lovely and fruity and fragrant and very citrusy and refreshing, but with the nice depth of a almost black tea. So this is a really nice choice. Kind of chocolate orangey. I mean, doesn't have chocolate, but the notes are kind of in that vein, which makes it a really nice gift tea, and a really amazing one to prepare. Like the smell is incredible. Most oolongs have like a really distinct scent, as you're brewing them, especially. So whether you have a partner or a galentine or a palantine, whichever you're going for, however you are spending your time, we at Rosevear hope that you have a lovely time and that you try some of our teas. This table that I'm sitting at is one of two in Clark Street, in Edinburgh, obviously, where we are based. So maybe Valentine's Day, you've maybe got breakfast in bed, you've got lunch planned, you've got dinner planned, you've got drinks planned. Have you got tea planned? Maybe you should be here sitting in the window of our Clark Street store drinking rose buds or oolong or white sakura, whichever, any of them that take your fancy, we can prepare for you and you can try them here. So we're looking forward to seeing you, and happy Valentine's Day. Thank you so much for watching.